Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place today. We will start with developments from the Supreme Court and then cover High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice U. Lalit and Justice Ravinder Bhatt has dismissed the petition filed against Bombay High Court's order on plea challenging the prescription of shorthand test as selection criteria for promotion as private secretary to the judges. The bench concurred with Bombay High Court's view that in this matter, the proficiency in stenography had an important bearing upon discharge of duties by private secretaries, and thus shorthand tests for the same could not be done away with. Whether a pillion rider on a motorcycle is a third party, is the insurance company liable to indemnify the insured on account of the injuries or death of such a pillion rider in case of an act-only policy? The Supreme Court has referred exactly these questions to a larger bench. The bench comprising Justices Hemant Gupta and Vikram Nath was considering a contention raised in a special leave petition that a pillion rider on a motorcycle is not a third party and therefore the insurance company is not liable to indemnify the insured on account of the injuries or death of a pillion rider. The Attorney General of India, K.K. Venugopal, has stated that he will need time to take instructions from the Government of India on the petition seeking relief for the division of the Supreme Court into the appellate and constitutional divisions with regional benches for the former. The matter was listed before the Constitution Bench comprising Chief Justice of India, U. Lalit, Justices Dinesh Maheshwari, S. Ravinder Bhatt, Belat M. Trivedi and J.B. Pardiwala. The Supreme Court has observed that the Board of Control for Cricket in India, that is the BCCI, can be said to be a shop for the purpose of attracting the provisions of the Employees State Insurance Act of 1948. The bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and P.S. Narasimha observed that the activities of the BCCI can be said to be systematic commercial activities providing entertainment by selling tickets, etc. In this case, the Employees Insurance Court at Bombay had declared the BCCI to be covered within the meaning of shop as per the notification dated September 18th of 1978 issued by the Government of Maharashtra under the provision of Section 1, Subsection 5 of the Employees State Insurance Act of 1948. The Supreme Court of India has asked the centre to provide its current stand on the issue of extending the benefit of reservation available to the scheduled caste community to Dalits who have converted to other faiths. The petition in which the order has been passed was filed almost 18 years back. A bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, A.S. Oka and Vikram Nath directed the Union government to file its affidavit within a period of 3 weeks. A constitution bench of the Supreme Court will start hearing on September 6th the issue whether the rules of the game can be changed after the selection process has already started. The issue arose in a batch of cases relating to the selection process of district judges conducted by certain high courts. The primary question is whether the selection criteria can be changed during the process. A 5-judge bench comprising Justices Indira Banerjee, Hemant Gupta, Surya Kant, M.M. Sundaresh and Sudhashnu Dhulia decided to start hearing the matter from next Tuesday. Hearing a plea challenging the decision of the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation to close down its sole slaughterhouse in the city on the occasion of a Jain festival, the Gujarat High Court told the petitioner in person, and I quote, "You can restrain yourself for 1 or 2 days from eating meat." The bench of Justice Sandeep Bhatt was essentially dealing with a plea moved by Kul Hindi Jamiyat Al-Quraysh Action Committee of Gujarat represented by Danesh Qureshi Razawala and another person challenging the closure of the sole slaughterhouse in the city. When the petition person came before the bench, the court asked him, and I quote again, "Why are you running at the last moment? We will not entertain this. Every season you rush to the court, you can restrain yourself for 1 day or 2 days from eating meat." The Delhi High Court has observed that copyright infringers cannot be permitted to seek shelter under messaging platform Telegram's policies merely on the ground that its physical server is in Singapore. Justice Pratibha M. Singh added that Indian courts would be perfectly justified in directing Telegram, which runs its massive operations in India, to adhere to Indian law and orders passed by them for disclosure of relevant information relating to infringers. The bench further observed that the disclosure of personal data for the purpose of any proceedings, which also includes proceedings related to infringement of copyright, would be recognized exception to data privacy under the Personal Data Protection Act 2012 of Singapore. In the ongoing hearing before the Allahabad High Court in connection with the Kashi Vishwanath Temple Gyanvapi Mosque dispute, the High Court yesterday called the affidavit filed by the state government and the central government sketchy and further directed Additional Secretary Home of the UP government to file his personal affidavit in the matter within a period of 10 days. Terming the matter as national importance, the bench of Justice Prakash Padia directed the Director General of the ASI, New Delhi, to file his personal affidavit in the matter within 10 days. The Allahabad High Court has sought a progress report in terms of the trial in the Hathras gang rape and murder case from the CBI. A status report has also been sought from the trial court through the District Judge of Hathras as to the status of sessions before the next date, that is September 20th. The bench of Justices Rajan Roy and Jaspreet Singh gave the direction to CBI through its counsel. The UP government has also submitted before the court that the SOP for the dignified cremation of dead bodies was under process and very soon the same would be finalized and notified. It may be noted that on August 5th, the Allahabad High Court had directed the state of Uttar Pradesh to notify and implement its scheme for the cremation of dead bodies throughout the state and give it wide publicity, such as put the policy up in police stations, headquarters, etc. The Allahabad High Court has dismissed 2 petitions challenging the criteria of different yardsticks for physical efficiency tests for male and females for the UP Subordinate Service Selection Board Excise Constable Recruitment Examination. The bench of Justice Sham Shamsheri observed that the classification of men and women in physical efficiency is not arbitrary and therefore the allegation of discrimination between men and women is baseless and cannot be accepted. Significantly, the court observed that females have succeeded in huge numbers and it appears that unsuccessful male candidates are not able to cope up with the fact that females have outnumbered them in merit. It is an example of male chauvinism which is unacceptable in the 21st century, the bench remarked. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates. If you like our content, please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you tomorrow.